rig for a few minutes. We'll pull that right out and literally we'll swap it immediately. A few minutes if you want to sit for a little bit and eat some chippies while I'm freaking for a little bit, but give it a good full cast sesh, like 15 minutes or whatever. And we'll pull it out. The homie said 50 yards, maybe 30 feet.
These are good.
Do they just taste like the regular hot nachos or what?
No, you wanna try one?
Yeah, I'll try them in a second.
I'll just bring them over.
And give me a minute because I gotta wipe my hands off and stuff. 'Cause I got freaking chips and stuff all over. Hey yo, double fat. How's it going, fella? Sorry, I just got the chat open. My dude, double fat. The bullet.
Oh yeah, these are good. They're like not as spicy either.
Yeah.
They're like a little more than the jalapeno ones.
The like cheddar jalapenos or something?
Yeah. A little more spicy.
You wanna pull that in like within like a couple minutes? Definitely buffalo chicken flavoring. It's J3 if you remember. I think I remember you, J3. Pretty sure I remember. Just whenever you want to reel that in, Jace.
I'll just do it real quick.
Okay. That sucks. Didn't know it was that little line. You're gonna want to probably just bring your chair over here, honestly, too, because we're gonna need to. It's gonna take a second. I'm gonna go take a leak real quick, but. It's not a great spot for me to take a leak up there. I gotta go this way. Damn, that sucks that I did up the whole rod like that, though.
Yeah.
Let's do it like this real quick. Hopefully it makes it so I don't have to redo the whole thing. I just have to redo this part. Fish jump. It's more freaking action than I've heard here the last few days. Alright. Probably the best way to do this. Alright, hold the pole. Give put it straight down on the ground, actually. So it's more angle. Thug coming through. Looks like a lot more than how far you cast it. Shit. Damn it. That's what freaking tie this damn knot. Dude, what in the fuck am I supposed to do? Alright, just pick up the reel. And reel it in slowly. Tilt it at like this angle, like this. Okay. Reel it in a little bit faster than that. You can go a little faster. I'm just trying to put pressure on it. Make sure look at the rod and make sure it's like laying down tight at the reel. I mean, make sure there's not getting any loops in it or anything.
Yeah.
You can go a little faster if you want, but just make sure it's laying down fast. See a couple of people in the chat. Check it in a second, but. Is it getting close to the edge of it?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, pretty close. We'll go a little more. Alright, stop again. Yeah, I think that's good for now. Stop moving. Okay, lift it up and put it like down, like face it downwards. Like put it on the ground, yep. Okay. Hold this real quick, like this. Just hold it tight.
Where's Luna?
He's roaming. Luna! I can hear her in the water over there.
Oh yeah. What the heck? She's full of you.
He's swimming, Wolf. Don't shake on me, that'll be cold. Alright, yeah, just give it a dip in the water, clean off that fruit. Okay, that's what I was saying. That's what I thought. Yeah, just go give it a dip in the. Well, here, hold up. It's stuck in. Hold up. Yep, there you go. You had it. There you go. Reel it in. There you go. fucking phone extremely wet. Fucking damn it.
Legend about when your parents went out of town and they left your phone. Tell us that story. Well, they left for Mexico to see their friends. And
Yeah, we were just putting new line on it, Chad. My bad, Fa. It's good. Erwan and Frank also. God, my dog just got fucking everything wet over here. You for that one, huh?
Oh wait, I need the steak thing.
Oh, I forgot we brought it back over. Well, obviously, but was it out further than last time, or?
No.
I was gonna say, I mean, it's fine out that distance, but we got the big weight on. Get it out there a little bit. What do you target? This guy just called me Shaggy. We're going for sturgeon, fella. We just barely got out here, probably only been 15 minutes. Stream's buffering a little bit. You like it? You like where you got it? Okay. Make sure the line's tight. How long we been live up in here? I love that I just can't tell. Yes, sir, 4-ring indeed. Looking like catching some dinos. Yeah, I did get one yesterday. It was really slow yesterday. It was hot yesterday though. Today it's nice and cool, a little overcast. It's supposed to rain tomorrow, so I'm hoping the change in the weather will swap it up. It's only 5:30, so we're early. We got here early. Got a brand new pole set up over here. Sturgeon, you can fish for sturgeon. You can't keep sturgeon. In the state of Idaho, we can fish for them. You can't take them out of the water. You have to use barbless hooks and a sliding sinker. So that's what we got on each of these. But yeah, you're not allowed to take them out of the water. So if we do get one, you will see me getting in the water. Salmon eggs? Nope, no salmon eggs. We're using a little bit of an unconventional bait for sturgeon. We're using worms and power bait. I'm not using barbless circle hooks. I'm using octopus hooks, so it's somewhat close. But yeah, I'm using worms and power bait. That's what I've caught them on. I've probably caught 15 sturgeon over here with that same bait. I'm using this color I haven't used as often. This is just the red original scent trout nuggets. This is the one that I've caught most of them on, is the original scent trout nuggets, but it's the sherbet color is the colorway of it. But I did catch one yesterday. The one that I caught yesterday was with this red one. But they're both original scent. You want to see an octopus hook? It's pretty much just similar to a circle hook. It's just not quite as circular. So it's a little bit of a little bit more of a hook or a little bit more of a loop. Make sure this looks decent on the camera. So, oh yeah, you can see that good. Yeah, I've tried a couple of times with I tried these spawn sacks, which aren't real salmon eggs. I mean, I think some of them are maybe actual salmon eggs, but it's a couple of beads and some other shit in it. But I didn't get no bites on that. So I want to try shad, but they haven't been able to have them in stock the last couple of times I've actually wanted. How do you feel about barbless hooks? I mean, it's definitely trickier. I've lost a couple of fish. I feel like it's good for the sturgeon. These hooks are completely fine for the sturgeon. I feel like I don't lose that many sturgeon because of the barbless, just because of how it sets in their mouth, like when you set the hook. But I've lost quite a few like trout and stuff because of the barbless. I feel like smaller bites. But most of the time when the sturgeon hit it, it sets pretty well, even with the barbless hooks. It is a little chilly today, Jace. Did you not bring sweats? You only wearing the shorts? I'd played yourself. I do have the sweats if you need them. But I'm planning on getting in the water, baby. I'm gonna recast mine because it's been out here a minute since I was redoing that hole. The sliding synchro's fucked. But yeah, you can see this is the setup. 3-ounce sliding cigar sinker, 2 beads, barrel swivel, barbless hook with the worm and power bait. I'm gonna try and move the worm up a little bit on the hook so it's off the top of it, so it's not showing the peak. Power bait real quick, put up a new one. Yeah, both of these power baits are original scent, and sturgeon are blind, so the colors really shouldn't have to do with shouldn't really affect it at all. Yeah, I wanted to try actual salmon roe. Well, I mean, like I said, I did try it I tried a couple of those, but I'll give it a couple more shots. It's harder for me to try and divulge from my baits that I know work when I only have one pull out. If I have like my brother here, like I do now, or like someone else with me, I can do different baits. I am not tagging. That would be cool if I was doing research. We're just going for some big ones. The biggest one I've caught over here is 60 inches. Most of them are around 40 inches. But I haven't caught really any smaller than 40. Like 36 to 40, that's the smallest I've caught. But there's some big ones on the river. Apparently there was like a 9-footer caught up here a few years ago. So or a couple years ago. So that thing could be a good 10-footer now. If you have a 10-footer lurking. My dog's food and water set up real quick. Wolf dog, where you at? Yo. I'm liking this weather right now for it, honestly. I'm liking it. Yeah, I mean that's kind of what these artificial ones that I have are. It's like a piece of cheesecloth, this spawn sack. It's a piece of cheesecloth with like 6 or 7 and then some red beans in it. Like orange beads. Someone was telling me to try freaking chicken with Kool-Aid on it. They say that that's what you catch catfish on and stuff. I assume it could work. I mean, just chicken in general, I feel like could work, or just any sort of meat. Not any sort of meat. They had herring at the store and like shrimp and stuff. But Wolf dog, it's chilly today. You're pretty. Jace, this guy just confirmed that the Kool-Aid and chicken works. We might have to try it. I might make a video on it. Fishing for sturgeon with Kool-Aid and chicken. It'd be funny. I've lost a couple of big ones too out here. I mean, I don't know how big, but they were definitely bigger than the 60 inches ones that I've caught. Did you get your sandwich?
Yeah, I'm about to go get it.
Yeah. It's not as windy as I thought it was going to be, too. I thought it was going to be way shittier. Yeah, true. That's kind of what I figured. There's got to be something stanky. Just need some stanky bait for the sturgeon.
Excuse me, you know.
Shit, monger. You're soaking wet, Wolf. You were all the way in. Put a leech on? I mean, it could work. Leeches are pretty small, though, typically. We got some big old worms up in this biatch. Where's this freaking king worm at? got some thick boys. Got the double thick boy worm. A fire would be vibey. Leave the chicken. Yeah, I heard that like rotten chicken is good too. Like it's better if it's like fucking nasty. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think they have striper here. I want to catch some muskie. They got muskie, like, it'd be like a 4-hour to 6-hour drive for sure to get muskie in Idaho, unfortunately. I think it'd be closer to go to Montana to fish for muskie, honestly. Everyone called me Shaggy, Jace. I mean, my hair's not even shaggy right now either. It's not even as long. This is my business haircut. How you doing, Wolf? We're right next to a dog park, so people be walking their dogs by here pretty often. I've caught them as early as like 4:30 over here, but normally I start by a little bit later. But we like getting here. Got plenty of time in it. Yeah, I'm gonna be coming to California soon, near like Los Angeles and Malibu. I'm gonna try fishing. I'll be fishing up there. Because I have my California license, or my California driver's license, so I'll get my permit up there for the in-state fees. My California license, I mean, goddamn. California permit, I said that. Yeah, I'm gonna be fishing for a bunch of stuff in Cali, it'd be sick. I have no idea what to use when I get out there. We'll see where I go, I guess. I'm gonna go camping in like Malibu. One of the spots I was looking at was in Malibu. Go camping. I'm happy I got that pole. It's a nice pole. Honestly, Jace, I might have been stupid. I should have spent another $20 and just got another one of these poles. I might honestly return that pole. And because, you know, they had that other shorter pole, Jace. Remember that was like $70 that had that cooler reel?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe I get that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might return this one. And just freaking get one in a different rod. Yeah, Chad, I mean, I had heard that there were sturgeon in this river. My family has lived here my entire life. A lot of them fishermen and fish very often. They've never heard of anyone catching sturgeon in the river. But just about finding the good. Is that an eagle over there? I don't know. But it's all about just finding where they're at and freaking having the appropriate freaking tools for it. The first day I accidentally hooked one. I had a micro light Bass Pro rod. I think that is an eagle over there, Jace. Do you see it?
Yeah.
To the left? been circling over there. But I just accidentally hooked it with using the same worm and power bait while I was fishing for trout. I didn't have a barbless hook or anything. I just accidentally hooked one, and it got off because I had not very heavy line. So that's how I knew they were over here. And it jumped out of the water. That's how I knew it was a sturgeon. It was clearly a sturgeon because it's got the mouth on the bottom. Halibut would be cool. I want to try. I mean, I want to get like any kind of freaking ocean fish would be cool. I like to catch a tuna, small little tuna. Sick. Small mako, shark would be sick. Yeah, I think I am gonna return that pole and get one of those ones with the different reel, with the fancy reel. Figure it out like that, Jace. Yeah, I've heard of spoon. I've seen spoonbill too. That'd be crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna try fishing for sturgeon in a kayak this summer too. You said you're fishing. You got pulled down the river in a tube. I'm gonna try fishing on the river with a kayak. But yeah, like I've caught a bunch of the sturgeon over here, and they jump a lot when you hook them. It's so sick when they breach, when they freaking turn. Yeah, I've never caught anything on a kayak. Anything on the kayak would be legit to me. It'd be freaking fun. Fish on the kayak. I'm gonna get a fly pole this summer too, and then fish on the kayak with a fly pole too. I've seen the sturgeon jump one time where I hadn't hooked it. It was weird too. I was like mind blown. I just saw it jump. I was like looking at my pole, triple checking. I didn't somehow have it on the hook and miss it. But yeah, it just freaking breached for no reason. It was sick. Yeah, I know, with the pedal kayak. I was just talking to my brother about the pedal kayaks. It's definitely necessary. We just happen to have a freaking, like, normal kayaks. And we float the river fairly often in general, so I might just try it like that. But I do want to buy a nice kayak. But I feel like I'll end up wanting to get, like, a really nice kayak and get, like, all the cool shit. I'm too scared to kayak on the ocean though, like those guys are doing. Jace, I saw a guy catch a shark on a kayak. I don't know how he was so calm. Apparently just like after you've like, if you catch a shark, you know, they're kind of just tired after you've been freaking fighting them. You still don't want to put your hand right by their mouth, obviously, but... Getting the pedal kayak would be necessary. I would end up spending a bunch of money though, because I want to be able to stream and stuff too. Streaming while doing it would be next level. I know a lot of people make videos, but I think streaming would be interesting on kayak. 3 miles out on the ocean, that's sketch to me. Yeah, I was gonna say there's definitely got to be a point where you just have to cut it, but that's where it would be hard for me. I would just never want to cut it. It would be freaking. I could feel my heart racing just thinking about it. Just a shark just peeling a freaking 1,000 feet down. Or just, what? You gonna give me a kiss? Sweet love. You want a jerky? Kind of early for a jerky already, Wolfie. Okay, get your head back though. You're wet as hell today. Cold. Rainy bit, stinky. Let me check this phone and see what the battery's at. It's already kind of low. I'm gonna plug it in immediately. Good job, Wolf Dog. It's not low, it's at like 30%, but I just didn't get it all the way charged. We've been live 42 minutes. So that means probably about time to recast. It's a little chilly today. A little bit nippy. Got the $4 Carhartt from the garage show. Shout out the boy.
There's a plane coming.
Yep. Yeah, I think I do want to get that like $70 one. I might not get it this week. Maybe I hold this for a week and then return it. JK, I'm just kidding, stream. I wouldn't do that. Bass Pro, I wouldn't do that. Maybe I use it for a week and then return it. Get the home. The one that has the bigger reel. Because, yeah, this reel doesn't even hold that much line, even if... Is it good, or is it missing all the bait? I think yeah, it could have missed it. Could have just gotten a snag, but take a look, see if we can assess the damage. If we pass mine, man, it's good. Back up a little bit. You want to get like about that distance out. Or a little bit short. Let's see. I don't know. That looks like you might have missed the bite. Yeah. Could have missed it. I wasn't watching yours really, so. Could have gotten snagged. Did you feel like a lot? Like, did you feel it snag on anything really when you were pulling it back?
A little bit.
Yeah, I mean a little bit. You know, most of the time it's still not gonna pull off. Like
yeah.
Mine gets snagged a little bit on Smosh pretty much every time, but. Boom. That was a good worm right there.
Yeah.
Wait. I didn't put the power bait on. Can I get the P beat? Freaking yesterday, it was like leaning over my chair like this, and the hook was dangling. And I stepped on it like this as it was dangling, like a freaking Riri. Fair enough, Ryan. Yeah, I would like to catch some mako or something in Cali. Catch a small one mako. Not bad, not bad. It's all about the angle of the dangle when you're freaking casting.
There's a log floating right in front of me. Pretty big log.
I was over here a second.
Yeah, I was like, it's a pretty big ass log.
Yeah.
Jace, it was so crazy when the moose swam by, though.
There's a moose?
Yeah, a moose swam down the river on the other side. It was like, and it looked right at me. I have it on video, too. It was on stream. It was crazy. It was moving, too. It was freaking cooking.
I'm gonna go pee somewhere.
Try and watch your pole while you're doing that. If you get it, I'm just going to holler. I won't even... Well, I might walk over and make sure it's not going to get away, but... That's a nice little pole I got. It was only like a $50 combo. But this pole that I got was only a $90 combo. It's freaking... I like it. It's a nice combo. Got big reel on it. Yeah, I'll probably be in California by the end of next month, probably middle of July. I'm gonna go fishing there, so look out for that stream, fellas. Fish somewhere. I think there's some like streams that feed to the ocean that you can catch like a bunch of saltwater fish on, or like the saltwater and freshwater fish, such as mako and stuff. It's like under 60 degrees here today. It's a little bit nippy.
Full board.
I want him to get a fish so bad. That one, it'd be so sick. He's never got one. We got to pray for him, boys. Pray for the fish. He's never got any fish. Any fish would be cool. Sturgeon would be insane.
So can I try one of these high cheese?
Yep.
Those are my favorite ones.
I can't remember if it was these ones I tried. Thank you.
Yep. Yeah, you can take the Skittles obviously too, since I stole them.
I'll take a handful.
There's a little like scooper in there.
That's good.
Yeah, I like those ones. They have real fruit pieces, it says in it. Like it says that's actual fruit. Now, how good that fruit is, debatable. It's probably like the moldy ends that they cut off of the peels or something that's left over from applesauce, but did film junkie, you know it's up. It definitely helps with the fishing. It's only 6 o'clock. It's nice. Normally I don't even get out here till like 6:30, so we're chilling.
This thing's hard to close.
It's broken, I think. I don't think it actually closes.
Alright.
Let's get it. Plenty of time tonight. I got these little lights too, Jace. Boom.
Whoa.
Can't really tell how bright they are when it's this dark. I mean, when it's this bright, but works decent. I got headlamps too. If we're actually getting bites, that is. If it's dead, then that's, well, peace. But if we're freaking reeling in monsters, we're fishing kill the dog, baby. I'm fishing. I think it will be actually decent once it starts getting a little later. It's just barely getting into the time. Yesterday I was here like about 5:15, and didn't get anything until like 8:30 or something. But yesterday it sucked because it was hot. Yesterday was hot during the day too. I just think the weather was shit for it yesterday. And the guys that were drunk saying that they didn't catch anything. They were like, "Oh, the fish don't love us." The giant wolf fish is spotted every once in a while, swimming through these waters. We're at 7 likes already on the live. It's a W. It's good pace. We don't have that many likes. I have a feeling about this weather. It's nice weather. For fishing, that is.
How many people are in your stream?
Just 10 right now. It's been like 10 to 15 right now.
Not bad.
Normally, like 8 to 9 is when the stream is like really good for some reason. I don't know how the hours work. Yeah, he said I was referring to your dog. Yeah, I knew what you were talking about. The giant wolf fish. She's a wolf dog. That's why I said that. She's a German Shepherd wolf hybrid. But yeah, yes, I've been getting like 40 to 60 like most days when it gets to that time. So, but even this is like good ass stream. And my watch hours just are adding up non-stop, and the subs just keep going up. So I've got almost 100 subs in the last week. So in 1 week.
What do you need to like make money?
You have to have 1,000 subscribers and you have to have watch hours. So, well, technically you only need 500 subscribers and then 3,000 watch hours. So, and that's when you can get like memberships. So it's like how Twitch has Twitch subs or whatever that they like do monthly or whatever. So you could do like that stuff, but getting monetized like on all your videos, you have to have 1,000 subs. But I'll have that in a couple of months max. We're getting there. Hey, shout out my boy Feeling Junkie for the sub. Thank you. I don't know how to set up my notifications on here. Actually, it might actually be set up. I'm watching on YouTube to look at the chat, so it wouldn't be showing for me. Actually, it should be. I don't know. I should set up notifications, so sub notifications. But yeah, the watch hours has been the hard part to get close to monetize. Because shorts don't count towards it either. So you have to be long form videos or live streams. But live streams has been really good for it. So. Here, let me turn that off. Let me see. I didn't even think about that. I turned that on. I turned that chat on yesterday because my this phone died that I'm reading the chat on.
There's another big log.
The big log swimming. Looks like it's still showing. It doesn't show on the stream thing. Let's see. You're shaking onto my phone each time. Why do you gotta shake right there in the worst possible spot? You're killing me, Wolf. Yeah, you're killing me today. Both times, she's only shook off twice the entire time she's gotten out of the water. And she's shooken off by my phone each time. Thank you, Wolf Dog. I love you. You're cute. I'll respond to this comment on my YouTube real quick from my music. Wolf Dog, you're making all my shit wet. Went to garage sales today at 8 a.m. after going to bed at 4 playing Marvels. You know how it is. Yeah, I think it...
Oh, the log almost hit your line.
Snipes it. That log happens to have a razor blade on it. It just snaps that shit. I'm not even gonna say the words, but I've gotten it snagged in a spot over there a few times and have to cut it, and not recently. I don't even want to freaking jinx it, but I think I kind of pulled that spot loose. I think I just kind of... Because it was like a bunch of lines that were stuck there, and I think I pulled them loose. Yeah, you're right. I don't know why it is doing the chat like that. I think it could have just been from when I started streaming. It's showing it like twice.
Yeah. Well,
It's showing like the Streamlabs chat and the YouTube chat, so. But. I gotta set it up so I go live on my TikTok and my YouTube. I keep forgetting. I just gotta get my TikTok URL. Okay, so I was gonna say, if you want to try and cast it again, we can just smash these plants down, these weeds down a little bit, so you're not freaking worried about, getting snagged in or whatever. Because, yeah, it is kind of annoying with those in there. You could definitely get one where you're casting, because I've gotten them like that far out, but I think over here we should get them a little bit further out. Especially because, yeah, we can let it go right here. Make sure you see here. Yeah, you don't want to reel it that far up. I'll just try and send that biatch out there. There you go. That'll do. Yeah, that's pretty much like the distance I've been casting. We'll see how far it goes to the right there. See if the water lets it sit or if it'll just... Because sometimes if I cast it, I think the water is like not as fast like this last week as it was before, but previously if I would cast further out, it would just drag it to the right.
what do you think the water is?
I don't know, honestly. I feel like it's probably like 20 feet deep at least out there. It could be deeper than that, but I feel like it sounds crazy for me to think it would be 40 feet deep, because that's like a freaking canyon if it was empty. But I'm just basing it off of like Rose Pond, how deep those are. And because we've dove to the bottom of those with like weights, and they're probably like 20 feet deep on some of them. Yeah, you just gotta push her away. Go away, wolf dog. Shake. I did bring sweats if you wanna throw them on if you get cold at some point. But
I'll probably be fine.
yeah, we're getting in the water at some point, baby. Don't even worry about it. We don't need to get no sweats on. I want to catch like a really big trout over here. I'm pretty sure the first day I hooked a big trout, but like the first day I was here. And I've caught a couple of decent sized trout, but I think the first day I lost a giant. You just shook off in the water, wolf dog. Doesn't make sense. Yeah, she's definitely gonna shake off. She's getting fully submerged. Yep. She hasn't swam to the left like that, like any of the times I've been here. So it's kind of weird. She normally swims to the right. I like her going to the left more, honestly, because it's further away from the dam. She swims to the right. She's a dummy. There's a natural dam to the right here, made by some beavers and whatnot. I know it's beavers because we've seen beavers over here.
Really? There's a dam?
Yeah, you can see it. You see the logs? You can see it from there. It's like a full path going across. So I am taller than you, I guess. So, but
Yeah, I don't see it.
yeah, I mean, you could see the logs, kind of. Let's see.
If I go over there.
I mean, even right there. Well, no, that's not right there. It's further down, but yeah, you can see it. It's basically over where the dog park is. But there's like an island over there I've wanted to fish at. Like, you just have to go down to where the animal shelter is to get across the canal.
We should go right now.
I don't think there would be sturgeon down there, though, as much, like, right next to it. You know, they don't want to be next to the dam.
Yeah.
You know, but they're, you know, that's why they're over here, because they're stocked up, because they can't get past the dam. They can't go down any further, pretty much. And then when you keep going down the river, that's where it gets that giant dam where the freaking temple and shit is. That's it.
Saying temple and shit sacrilegious in the same sentence. I'll probably redo my bait in like 5 minutes and just put fresh bait on. Probably do it with yours too, Jace. Yours is the original bait too, even from before I cut the line. So. Oh wait, no, it's not. Because you remember you said that the worm has bitten her off or whatever is broken in half. Yeah, that one might be fine for a little bit more at least. Theoretically, I could order pizza here too.
think they delivered this far?
Yeah, because I've done it. I did it already. I delivered it right to where my car is. My bad, Junkie. I didn't see the last 3, actually. So what are you fishing for? Where are you fishing? My bad, fella. We're fishing for sturgeon, and we're on the Snake River in Idaho. Snake River has a decent amount of sturgeon. There's estimated like 4,000 fish in this area, 4,000 sturgeon. There's some big ones. The biggest one I've caught is 60 inches. Is it snag or something?
No.
No? It's recasting? My bad, Film Junkie. For some reason, yeah, it didn't look like those were new ones. I don't know why I thought that. Yeah, it'll be cool if we can get one tonight. It is early in the night, so it's only 6:30. This is normally when I get like out here. Like this is normally when I start getting over here just to fish. So it's normally not this overcast. It's normally still hot as shit at this time. So it's just a little overcast today. So. What type of pole am I using? This right here is a Sturgeon offshore. Well, no, it's called the brand is Offshore Angler Tightline. It's a combo. I got it from Bass Pro. It's $89. The line that I'm using is the important part. I'm using 65-pound test braided line with a 20-pound nylon leader. I caught a sturgeon. I caught a 42-inch sturgeon on a microlight Bass Pro pole with just 20-pound nylon line. It did have it has a barbless hook and a barrel swivel leader, but yeah, I mean I was talking to the guy at Bass Pro about rods and different prices. I was just getting what they would recommend. There were a couple of different ones for different price ranges, obviously. Yeah, this is a heavy pole. It's a single piece. It doesn't come apart. It's a pretty thick pole. The reel is heavy also. It's a bigger reel for sure. But yeah, I caught one on a smaller one. I got a regular size pole. I just
I was moving.
Okay, I was like, that's jigging, but I bought another pole today, but yeah, this is a pretty heavy pole. But I got it on sale too. It was $89 normally, and it was $72 just a random day that I went to go get it. It was before Father's Day and stuff, but yeah, it was a sweet deal. Yeah, it was a good deal. I was planning on spending like $130, ish. And yeah, I was happy spending the $90, and then it was on sale that day too. So I was like, shit, yeah. I have a piece of freaking glow stick zipped to the top of it right now. Ah! He attacked my line. He spooked all the fish away. No way. No way! Yeah, I'm going to redo my bait actually in a second, just because I've had the same bait on there for an hour now. So it could be... The worm could be chilling.
Should I redo mine soon or no?
We can. We could put on the other power baits too if we want.
Right now?
Yeah, we can. Let's just bring it in so we're doing it at the same time now. And we'll actually watch the time now a little closer since it's getting closer to the time where I've known them to be biting more.
Like I said, the weather is a little weird today. We're hoping that's beneficial for us. Yeah, I'll show you the rig I'm using. So this is what you have to use legally for sturgeon in the state of Idaho. You have to have a sliding sinker. You don't have to use this kind. Most people will use a pyramid sinker, which I have right here. This is a 4-ounce pyramid sinker, but it's heavier than what I like using this 3-ounce cigar sinker. And then it's a barrel swivel. I have 2 beads. You don't really need the beads, I don't think. I've been using different amounts of beads too. He's got 1 bead on his. And then we got the barbless octopus hook on it. I don't know the exact size on it. I just kind of eyeball it when I get to the store on what I want. Your worm is good, honestly. We'll put that other power bait that I've been catching them on normally though. 'Cause I have a few of them left, but yeah, worm's wriggling around still.
Ooh.
Did you almost hook me, or did I hook you?
Oh, worm almost hit me.
Nice. Oh, this is that same one I just freaking grabbed. So this is a power bait that I've normally caught the sturgeon on. This is the original scent trout nuggets, and it's like this sherbet color. But I pretty much bought out the entire store's worth of Bass Pro because they're all sold out, and I assumed it was literally all by me. I bought like 10 of them in the past month and a half. But the ones that I'm using right now, or that we were just using, are still original scent trout nuggets. So it's the same scent, just a different color. And like I said earlier, we're fishing for sturgeon that are blind, so they fish off of scent. So the color shouldn't theoretically matter for what we're fishing for. Maybe it would matter for the trout, but I don't know if the sturgeon are actually biting for the power bait or if they're biting for the worm, but I just know everyone I've caught has had the power bait on it. So.
I casted that one.
You got that one out there? Oh yeah. Is it going right or is it sitting still? Nice. Yeah, I haven't casted too much out there except for shorter distances, and we caught a couple of trout that way, but. Shaking off in the water makes no sense. I thought you were a smart dog. Let me read the chat again and see if you guys want to see. Yeah, and this is the bait I'm using too. This is an unconventional sturgeon bait based on everyone I've talked to. Worm and power bait combo. But I've got like 15 of them, 12 to 15. And I've hooked many more than that and lost them. So I've lost a couple. Only like literally 2 have broken my line after I've gotten this new setup. One broke the 20-pound leader at the knot, so theoretically could have been a bad knot. The other one broke the line, and that one would have been a good fish. I might recast that. Yeah, I want it to go not that far right now. You're getting deep in the water today, Lena. It's weird when it's hot. You get in the water less. It's confusing. But now that it's cool, you're getting in the water more. Whoa, those birds just made me dizzy for some reason, the way they flew in like a circle. The way I was looking over my shoulder. Brando keeps saying it. Brando, what are even tuna? I don't even know what tuna bows are. Is that an actual bait or do I have to make it? Like, could I buy those? Again, I'd have to. I can look it up myself, but. Brando back in the chat. You gonna hold it? Nice. Just make sure to keep it pretty tight. You make it. Is it just literally with like tuna and like the little netting like that you use for salmon rod? Yeah, with the spawn netting. Okay. Interesting. I'll try that for sure because that's cheap as shit. I can get a can of tuna for 50 cents or whatever. And try that. Yeah, I'm gonna try the chicken too. Brando, someone else was in here earlier. We were talking about the chicken and the Kool-Aid. And he said it definitely works. Yeah, Brando, yeah, throw that shit in the fishing one. In the fishing one, I'll take a gander at it. And yeah, I definitely can buy that netting. Yeah, another person in the chat was talking about the salmon eggs thing with the netting earlier. That's kind of what is in the little package that I bought, but. I don't know how to fix that double chat. It might fix when I end the stream, but. Or if I restart this stream. You're nowhere fish. You haven't been sacrificing the chickens and goats recently? Get the Pangea out of my sock. That's scaring the fish away because they think I'm not ready for the fish. I thought I just saw a wee nibble. You like that jerky, Wolf Dog? Good fishing treat for my wolf. I gotta make sure no bugs get in these. No more jerky for now. Last Sunday I had a really good day. And it didn't start popping until like later either. I just got them all real quick.
Got 3 sturgeon, a trout, and then 2 big sturgeon lost that same day. What? No. That one I should have too. That would have been the perfect one to keep. It was a really small one. Not really small, but you know, the small eating size. Especially since I would be experimenting with the fillet. I wouldn't want to waste a big fish if I did fuck it up. If I did mess it up. No, this is my little brother. He's a freshman in high school. He's only been fishing a couple times with me. We haven't caught any fish so far, so hopefully that changes today. Jace, have you ever been fishing before that? The last time we went and didn't catch anything? Yeah. When last time he came, we did hook up to literally the biggest sturgeon that I've hooked up to, though. That thing was peeling. I might have hooked up to, a similar one recently, but it's hard. Yeah, I'm 27, so I could definitely be a dad, but he would be, it would be tough for me to be his dad. It would be a really young dad to be his dad. It's possible. I know people that were parents at 13. That's crazy, Jace, that there are kids that are my age that have kids like your age. Not kids my age, I'm not a kid, but adults my age that have kids your age. Right, 13 likes on the live. That's a lot of likes for the VOD so far. Based on, we've just been chilling at around 10 viewers the whole time. We're still chilling. A lot of chatters today, though. A lot of chatters. Chilling with the boys. Brando's back. Always a good time. Brando scares away the fish, though.
There was definitely something on it.
You had one on there?
Yeah. I started to reel it in, and then it was like going that way.
It was moving? Mm. You want to lift it up in the air too, like most of the time when you're reeling. That way you can tell when it's biting. When you have it at an angle, it's not gonna, tilt the rod tip down. Okay, so one day when I caught freaking 3 in a row, I had a bruise right here on my hip from freaking holding the rod there. It was crazy. Make sure that the sinker, your sinker looks good. Sometimes the sinker will get twisted up, and you want the sinker to be able to move freely. Or else it kind of defeats the purpose of the sliding sinker. Don't just shake on me. You are so wet today, Wolf. There you go. That was a good one. I like where I have mine right now. I might leave it here for a little bit. This is the spot. Yeah, Jace, we might have to chef up some pizza. It's crazy expensive to do Uber Eats, so I hate doing it, even though I was an Uber Eats driver. Because I also just want to tip. I want to tip them a decent amount too. I tipped the guy last time $12. but it's also, this is a weird spot. I told him, like, I delivered it to the dog park, and then I was like, a couple 100 yards past the dog park, you'll see a car. If I'm not there, put it on the hood. But it went really smoothly, so I assume it probably wasn't bad. I just got Pizza Hut. Yeah. But yeah, it was like $30 for one pizza pretty much. That's what it ends up being. I think it was even more than that maybe. I shouldn't have got the thin crust either. The thin crust was kind of mediocre.
I like the thick.
Yeah, I don't like the Pizza Hut thin crust. I normally like thin crust, but Pizza Hut tastes like cardboard. I was thinking about grabbing Little Caesars on the way here, but I just ate the sandwich. We just made the sandwich, so. But we'll be here a little bit longer. It's only 7. It's only 6:45, so we got time. We got time. Yeah, I just want them to like start biting at like 10 o'clock one night. That way I could just fish all through the night. I just wanted to keep biting until freaking 2 a.m. But they haven't given me the opportunity to stay out till 2 a.m. The fish, that is. Jace, when I was in Island Park up there camping, did I tell you about how I was fishing till like 2 a.m. there? It was crazy. It was cool when it was like fully dark and I was about to leave, and then the moon came up like behind the mountains and it was like super bright again, and then the fish started biting again. Like I got like 2 fish then once the moon came up. It was crazy. They were like they're called Utah chubs. They're little sucker fish. But it was still cool. I caught one of them on this giant pole, and it was like the fish was so small I couldn't even tell it was on there until I got it all the way in, because it had the big sinker on it still, or a big sinker. It wasn't quite this big. Is it like a 1 ounce or a 2 ounce? But cool boards flying. Jace, when that moose swam by though, I was freaking worried for like the next hour. Because like I said, there's that dam right there. So it had to get out of the water once it got to the dam. So I was like, okay, it either went to the left, most likely, like on the other side of the shore, I mean, or it went to the right, which is our shore. So I kept like checking up to the right if it was like walking this way. I would not like to get stomped out by a moose. It didn't have any antlers or anything though, but it was 100% a moose. Not antlers. They're not called antlers on a moose. I can't remember what they're called. You know what they're called? On a moose? Are they called antlers? You think so? I think they might be called something else on a moose. Wolf dog, where you at? She over there? Okay. I just don't like her going right. A couple of times she swam following some birds or the beaver far to the right.
Extreme battery. Chilling.
Interesting. You say it's less of a leader, Brando, so it floats more. I have caught some like where I have a short, like an 18-inch leader. My leader's not crazy long. I'd be down to try that. Oh, Jace, look at this freaking 50-pound leader that I tied yesterday. Look how freaking thick the line is, buddy. Ridiculous.
It was not fun to tie. Yeah, let me try that, Brandon. I'll try that.
I thought I was in a demon.
Probably means I was not in a great spot if it snagged like that. Power bait, so braided test should still be Gucci. I like that brand. I'll try that. This is a longer one too than. I was gonna just clip that and do it shorter, but fully redo the braid. Do we have any Marvel Rivals enjoyers in the chat? Do you have any gamers in here? Any game? Well, not really. I only gamed last night pretty much. That was the first time I've been playing in a while. Start the line.
Jace, bring yours back in.
Well, actually, we'll leave it out there for a second. Well, at least I get mine done up. But then we'll redo yours with this same shorter leader like this guy was saying. Because it does make sense, the logic that he's spitting to me. Rando might be onto something here. And I have caught him with shorter leaders, so I've just kind of been going. I've just been trying different ones, like different lengths. I haven't gone like further than like 2 feet really, but this is definitely shorter than I've gone. Normally I go at least like 18 inches. Put a couple of these smaller worm bits on here. They're still big worms. They'll still cover the entire hook, but just like them hanging off all the way. It'll be easier to cast like this too, so that's good too. That's why I like having the cigar sinker rather than the pyramid sinker too, so it doesn't get stuck in spots where the fish can't get. Because the pyramid sinker will just drop wherever. Hello. Oh, right in my crotch, that wolf dog. I see the sinker was all twisted up right there. Alright. Chat, Luna. Kanain na eh. Get on my backpack. keep cutting myself this line.
I think you get all effed up.
Get this little bugger. Little bastard. Come on. Put this red one back on. This is the one I got the most recent version of. This is yours. Get it. Ooh. What? So we've been nippy.
You good? Okay. I just redid up the leaders, made them a little shorter. There you go. Yeah, it's probably less likely to get tangled around with the sliding swivel too, with the shorter leader. A fire would be clutch, Jace. That's also why I was clutch when I was fishing in Island Park. I had the fire right there. What, Wolf? Where you at? Oh, is that a bird? Yeah. Never mind. I thought that was you lining. A bird or something. Yeah, bird. I've taken my shoes off, Jace, as a sacrifice to the fish gods.
Oh.
Don't you shake on me. Back it up. I don't want to get wet again by you. The only time I'm getting wet now is when we get a big fish. I took off my shoes but put on sweats. The shoes are harder to get off than the sweats. What, Wolf?
Got a scratch on my finger.
Scratch in broad day.
Picked up my CD and you scratched. Jace, would you eat a meat lover's pizza?
I don't know what's on it.
Pepperoni, sausage, ham. I could just get pepperoni if you don't want that.
You could do like half and half. Can you do that?
I'll just do pepperoni.
Where are you getting it from?
Pizza Hut.
Thick crust?
Yeah. Well, not thick crust, just regular crust.
Right. Nice.
Pizza is ordered. Let's hope this person's as good of a driver as the other one. I'm gonna recast this. Been 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Got Wolf, don't get hooked. Gee, you were wanting to get hooked right there, Wolf Dog. Almost got a wolf fish. I lost my power bait, so.
What does that even do? Just make it smell?
It's some sort of, I don't know what it's made of, but yeah, it has some sort of odor to it for sure. That's the minimum. I don't know what it's made of. It could have like actual fish parts in it, you know.
If we just bought a whole pack and went and poured it in the spot, put our worm right there.
Chum it. Yeah, I don't know. Chumming is like not allowed in for some things. That's what that's called. Because people do that like for catfish and stuff. They'll like go and throw like a bunch of corn or something in the area, and then go fish the next like day or next week with a bunch of corn. Let's put the mega worm on there. It's freaking wriggling like a motherfucker.
Dude, I think it's bitten off again. I don't know how I would have missed it.
Yeah, I don't know. You could just be moving it too much since you are holding it too. But
Well, I'm not holding it anymore.
yeah.
I just have the thing in front of my
Yeah,
chin.
I don't know. I don't think you would have. I feel like
I was
I don't
holding
know,
the
that's
string.
That's pretty effed up, yeah.
I don't know.
Unless, I mean, you didn't feel it like snagging really on anything?
No,
Crazy like that?
little bit. But
And a little bit shouldn't really
Yeah.
rip it in half. It looks like it's been bitten for sure. That didn't look like a rip really. Yeah, sure. I think I had the double worm on that one too.
yeah, you did.
Put the mega worm on it. Wait, hold up. Okay. Get it? Nice.
We should go walk around in a bit.
Well, it's about to get to the good time though. At 7:30, if we don't, or like 7:35, if we don't have anything, we'll end the stream, take a 10-minute break, and then we'll walk back and freaking restart the stream. If we get a fish though in between that time, you know. Yeah, we could go swap it up for sure.
Did you order ranch from Pizza Hut?
Yeah, last time I ordered, it costs more though. Like last time I bought one just because I thought it was going to give me an extra discount, and then they gave me two, so maybe they'll give us one, but I don't want to pay $1 for one cup, but if I would have known if I know for sure they gave me two like they did last time, I would do it. One of those things. It's one of those things where sometimes they'll charge you for it, and sometimes they won't. At a lot of places. Just depends on who's checking you out.
Yeah, actually, let's just wait until the pizza gets here. Or we'll wait, like, we'll see it at least until it starts driving here. And then we'll pull them out of the water and the stream and walk around. Oh, there's a lady already heading there. She has a 96% rating. I'm gonna be honest, that's not a great rating based on Uber drivers. Tina, you better not fuck me, Tina. I had a 90. My rating never got below 98%, and I have 2,000 delivers. I think it's at like 100%. Right now.
2,000.
Yeah. Well, I've had it for like 5 years. It was when I first moved to Cali. Not that long. It's been like 4 years at least. So I'm gonna be real. That makes me nervous about this lady. It's like an older lady too, but we'll see. Could just have had a couple of rude customers. It's only based off the last 100 too.
Can you read the reviews or no?
Like I can't read hers. I don't think like the negative ones, but.
Watch this. Throw a rock. So then it brings them over here.
There's a fish right there to the left of it. I think he's like right where you just did. It wasn't like a jump. It was just like they like feed on the top, but it was just like a ripple. You can see right there. That was one. It's not a full jump, but they're just eating a bug off the top of the water.
Stream died for a second, like my phone died.
Well, 16 likes. W.
Thank you, Joe.
She is a very pretty dog indeed. She is a German Shepherd Wolf Hybrid. She's half German Shepherd, 3/8 Wolf, 1/8 Husky, is what they told me. Do I really care? No. Sounds cool though. She doesn't look like a lot of German Shepherds, so I mean she looks a little bit different. She's got a little bit of brown and gray. She's not a full black German Shepherd, that's for sure. An all white Shepherd, yeah, that's cool too, yeah. I love Shepherds and Huskies and Wolf Dogs, Malamutes. It's like nicer now than it was than it was 2 hours ago.
Yeah.
It's like more bright.
She's pulling into Pizza Hut. Into the hut.
What? You think you'd get more jerky?
Hey. What's up?
Yeah. How much they are? Well, I mean, you said $2. Okay. I mean, you said $2. I mean, they said they were 2. Okay. They're 10 inches? Yeah, those are pretty cool. I want one of those. You can sell it for like $75. I mean, we'll see what that look like. Yeah, it wouldn't be that much. You could definitely sell them for like 10 though, for sure. Just like it's like a little snow globe kind of piece. Not really, but similar. Kind of knick-knack. Yeah, it's cool. I want one. I want that one. Nice. Yeah. No, yeah, it's still a good deal. Nice. Me and Jay's just ordered Pizza Hut. Yep. We'll see how it goes. This is like an older lady, so we'll see how the delivery goes. If it goes as smooth as the last one. Alright. Take it easy. Which I feel like we haven't got any bites yet still, so. Yep. It's all good. I did buy another pole, but yeah, we have time. We got time though. Plenty of time. It's not even 8 yet. All right. Talk to you later. Bye. Says it should get here by 7:45.
What time is it right now?
7:32. 7:40 to 7:45 it says. That'll be a good time to pick up the rod and go romp around. You can pick him up a little bit early too. Thank you. You want pizza, Wolf? Yeah, I bet you do. You want crust? It's a little bit chilly today. Hello, Wolf. Alright, you think you get more jerky? I didn't bring another one, girl. That was the only one. I didn't bring another jerky, that was it. Thought I did bring 2, but that's not. Right in there, look, it's empty. Nothing in there. Promise you. You got a little food over there, Tuna. Why do you keep locking my screen when it's shutting? I put the hide chew in the back pocket to warm it up. She's still at the hut. Not a good sign. Luckily, Jace, it ain't even the time to be worried about getting skunked yet. It ain't even the time. We got plenty of time left. Unless you're getting, like, too cold. Are you cold? I'm gonna say, man, we can get you. We can figure that out. wet wolf dog, aren't you? Damn, it still says she's at the Pizza Hut. At the hut? Probably just not ready yet. Could be busy at the hut. It is 7:30. You're the cutest. What? Alright, let's reel it in real quick. What, Wolf? You just knocked over all the worms. Yeah, thank you. Literally every worm somehow ended up on the ground, not in the thing. And the dirt is all still in the container. There's no more jerky for you in there either. It's still on there? Okay. Guys, put it in that thing. What's up, Javier? Unfortunately, we are going to take a quick break. We're going to end the stream for a good 15 minutes. But make sure to subscribe. We'll be back in literally 15, 20 minutes. We'll be back on for another 2 hours. We're good. We'll be back.